What's up, YouTube? What's up? So, I want to know, when did they replace Stephen A. Smith from Don Lemon? Don Lemon is blowing up on these YouTube streets. He got some interesting storylines. He talks a different tone now. But when did they put all the money on Stephen A. Smith and took it away from Don Lemon? You got to notice what's going on when you hear Stephen A. Smith talking about he running for president and he's running all on Fox and he's everywhere. You know, it's funny how like Stephen A. Smith had a problem with YouTube content creators, especially calling cap on a lot of stuff that he be about. But ain't no one gonna come out and say the obvious. When did he become the Don Lemon? And when did Don Lemon become regulated to him? Don Lemon's what he's talking about today is a lot more happening than what he did when he was working on that CNN plantation. I'll tell you that. He's a lot more easy to digest. Don Lemon is in a strange situation. Because was he supposed to be your next Brian Gumbo or Ed Bradley? Where was he supposed to go? And they ran him out. They whitewashed it once they broke up him and Chris Cuomo. Once they broke that dynamic dude. You remember, I love you, man. I love you, man. Once they took that away, they had him on the night shift. He was getting his Commodores on. Donnie, Donnie, oh lemon time. Then they punished him and put him on daytime. And they got that old BDI Caitlin Collins got all the love and all the juice. And then he got them chicks upset. They went carrying on him and then he was booted. And then he ends up doing the YouTube, which he's got a good podcast. And he's probably more soulful than he ever was when he was wearing them suits and was on them TV screens. It's a trip how humbling that experience is. But they stopped putting money on him. Remember, he was all pally wally with Elon Musk. Remember, he was going to work for X, and then he did that interview, and Musk didn't like it. And then he got regulated to the Chitlin circuit again. You know, he got that BT serving. You know, he got the Ed Gordon Torre, Tavis Smiley BT with all the sandwiches and chips and drinks you can have times three, but you ain't getting no raise. That's what he been regulated to. So I want to know, when did Stephen A. Smith get the anointed over Don Lemon? Because this is what's happened. Now all of a sudden, when you watch ESPN and you watch Stephen A., not only the cut of the suits and the vibe, but then he's got being bold with his podcast and talking political and all that. See, they didn't replace one with another. That's the slickest, most predictable maneuver that you can dare have. They didn't gotten real slick. There is no hiding it. And you know there's always that one at a time. And that's what they want for Stephen A. to be that voice that somehow he's, and then he's got his Ed McMahon and Shannon Sharp. So you see how it's all playing out. Remember, Shannon Sharp was Ed McMahon for Skip Bayless, but now they're putting it with the brothers. So you see how it's all playing out. But I want to know, Don Lemon got some interesting commentary now that he's what we call ground zero because he no longer has the corporate brand on him. So now he's saying things that he didn't say back in the day. And I always tell people, say, look, ride your hair in the wind or it's going to part and split and be bald. So you better ride your hair in the wind. Don't ever get caught up in thinking these folks got some love for you because they can flip on you and turn on you and acting different, act like they don't know you, don't see you, don't care about you. But I want to know, when did Stephen A. Smith get anointed over Don Lemon? Because that's the thing that I am noticing. If only he had any personality, he could get on CNN, but he doesn't. They tried him network. So it's interesting when I think about it. It's got me real curious, you know. And and you notice usually how this turns out. There'll be someone else waiting in the pipelines, but this is real interesting that I'm noticing that though. This is what they have done, and that's what they've cooked up. So we shall see. Anyway, let me know what you think and your thoughts and comments. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true, and keep your eyes and well tuned to what's going on. All right, I'm out one time. Peace.